hello guys, hope everyone's well. So as Tom mentioned, I've been in business for 6 years now, and for me, I used to work in recruitment, corporate world, 7 till 7, never a typical 9 to 5, never a typical day, and I was just exhausted. I was just looking for something else. So I really was looking for another opportunity. The real reason, and this sinks in really nicely with my topic today of goals, my why of why I was looking to join this business is because I was actually trying to save for a deposit for a house. So I needed that second income, but didn't have the time to go and get a second job. So this was the only real platform or business model I could see where I could make a flexible extra income in my own time. And yeah, fast forward to today, I do this full time, been able to retire my fiance from his job, and I'm a mum to a 3.5-year-old. So it's not just about the time, it's also about that flexibility and having that extra income. So let's get into goals. And as I just mentioned, guys, why is so important when working out your goals, because it's what's going to get you up in the morning. It's what's going to motivate you. And when I just said, I had a real drive to be able to earn a deposit for a house. I was looking around at houses. They were way out of my budget. And I had that burning desire. That was what was going to help me get home from work at 7 o'clock in the evening and be able to sit there and, do my messages, speak to people, sell the business and the opportunity and the products, and really give yourself that drive, because you're not always going to have the motivation. Is about becoming disciplined as to why am I doing this business, and that's going to change as well. Your why. You're always going to have different things that happen. I know a lot of people joined during COVID and may have joined because they were looking for a bit of an extra income. Then you're probably back at work now. So why are you doing the business now? What's your goal? Next slide, thank you. So after you've found your why, it's then important that you set a goal. Now, just understand that if you're coming into this business and you just want to earn maybe an extra £300 to £400 a month, you're going to be working different hours compared to somebody that wants to take it all the way to the top, like myself. I knew that I really needed to spend a lot more time, and I needed to set bigger goals. So set a goal. If you've got a goal to maybe go part-time at work, if you've got a goal to maybe have a deposit for a house, how much and when do you need to do this by? When is the achievement? Because then you can work with your upline and work out a time, and then we can start committing to that plan. How many meetings, how many hours am I going to have to invest? How much time do I need to be on the trainings constantly? Where do I need to be spending my time? Next slide, please. So I think this is really, really important. And actually, I love visualization. I love creating a dream board because it gives you a chance to get excited about stuff. It's not always about materialistic things coming into this business. There's a lot of people that come into this business because they just want to be able to pay for a Tesco food shop, or they might just want to be able to pay for, I don't know, their childcare every month. On my vision board, I've got things like a pair of shoes, sure. I've got big things like I want to build my own house, in years to come. I want to take my family to that plan this year. Things that are going to get you excited. And as a family, if you're creating your goals and putting your dreams on there as a family, why don't you do it together so that you can get the support from your family and you all know what you're working towards? So this is how I started in the business. I remember Lacey taking me to a local pub and we went and worked through the Fast Start booklet. So the goals need to be specific. There is a very fine line between need and want, okay? Want is that I want the fast cars, I want the shoes, I want the big houses, whatever. The need is, what do you need to get through every month? What is going to cover your monthly costs? Is it £2,000 outgoings, £4,000 outgoings? If you want to be able to cut down your hours at work, or if you want to be able to go full-time in your job, you need to understand what it is that you need to be earning compared to, well, I want to go on luxurious holidays, etc. So you're probably looking at doubling that. Okay, so just understand that. So thank you. That's all right, go forward. So regarding your like goals and the direction that you want to be hitting, you're then going to align that with the pin titles and where you want to be working. What I love about our compensation plan and what Tom just went through is you can make some big money quicker through becoming a brand rep, right? But then in the long term, you can understand that you can make these bigger incomes for the foreseeable. So it's like, well, how many business presentations, how many people do I need to be getting onto these trainings and business presentations? How many people do I need to be doing half-face demonstrations with? Because we know that numbers don't lie. The more people you speak to, the more opportunity you have to really hit the business hard and be hitting, going up that compensation plan faster. Success is attracted to speed. So be realistic. Obviously, we'd all love to be a blue diamond in 120 days, but it takes hard work. This is a 5-year plan. So if you're a really busy mum, somebody that's working a full-time job, maybe for you, like a realistic thing is a 5-year plan for Blue Diamond. If you have no kids and you work a flexible job, maybe you could do it in between 1 to 2 years, depending on how much time you want to invest. So you need to be specific, but you also need to be realistic. So then create a plan of action. It's really important that after you've set that, and by the way, guys, when I say work with your upline, speak with your upline, they can guide you on what's realistic, but it's going to be down to you about the figures that you're putting down. It's going to be down to you about when you want to work. So when you go back to your upline, they're then going to say to you, okay, so if you want to be earning X amount within the space of 3 months, you're going to be needing to work this amount of time. Okay, and you just need to be accountable with that as well, with that person, so that you can work in alignment and work really, really hard. And that's why it's important to be working with your uplines on these goals and creating that plan of action so that you know what's realistic and what's achievable. Because if you have a real drive and desire to be earning £10,000 in the space of a year, you know that if you're saying to myself, I'm only going to work an hour a night, really you need to be doing probably like at least 3 to 4 hours a day to be doing that. Okay, you really need to put the graft in. So some more homework for you, because goals is really where it starts. So what is the most important changes you want in your life? So I always say, what do you want to change in your job? What are you unhappy about in your job right now? So what would you like to see there? What would be a massive goal that would make you maybe happier? Because money doesn't make you happy, but maybe things that you can work towards it in terms of homes or cars or whatever, it's going to give you that like sense of achievement. Then you want those 3 short-term goals, right? So maybe that could be, right, I just want to be able to pay off my car finance every month. That's a short-term goal. That's something that's achievable. Or, it's up to you. I can't call it for you, but create 3 short-term goals. Maybe it's to get to brand rep. Maybe it's to earn £300 this month. And then your 3 longer terms. So you've got that drive and that motivation and the discipline to work towards these goals and tick them off. There's nothing more satisfying than ticking the goal off. And then share this with someone who means a lot to you. I always say share it with your partners so they know what you're working towards. So when you are on those training calls late at night, working really hard, they're there and they're able to understand it. And then make sure you're accountable. Accountability is really, really important. It's about doing the actions every day, regardless of how you feel, whether you're motivated or not. It's about that self-discipline, and accountability has helped myself and so many big leaders in the UK that can really boil down to accountability and just stay connected. Visualize your dreams and goals every day. DPS, get the success planner that you can get on OTG, which Tom was just talking about, and keep track. Okay, that's the best way to commit yourself to your goals.